54 years ago this month was a dark time in Mississippi. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Victoria Bailey. 3 civil rights leaders were murdered. A black church where the 3 men were working was burned, and members of the church were beaten. Jason Hibbs visited the congregation today, and he joins us in the studio with more. Jason.
Yeah, Vicki, the names Andrew Goodman, James Chaney, and Michael Schwerner are documented in the history books, but the story of what it was like to be alive during that time is being told verbally by those who lived it. I went to the historic Mount Zion United Methodist Church in Philadelphia today and met some of the remaining survivors. It was a commemorative service that at times felt more like a celebration. And that lady singing up there is Jacqueline Spencer. She was 8 back on June 21st, 1964. She says her parents were at the church business meeting. She was outside the building with her brother.
We was outside playing with frogs, me and my brother. And John looked up and seen some cars, strange cars. Mama always tell him if he see a strange car, just catch me by my hand. And so he caught me by my hand, and we went in the church and told them what we seen outside.
She says the members ended the meeting and went home. She says they were stopped by the Klan asking about Goodman, Chaney, and Schwerner. She says those 3 were not in that meeting, but Klansmen didn't believe that.
We learned, the next morning the church had been burned. We didn't know it till the next morning.
Other church members were beaten. The 3 civil rights leaders returned days later to see the charred remains, but they never made it out of Mississippi.
This is the 54th anniversary commemorative service.
Today was about honoring them. Other living civil rights leaders were also honored today, like author and education consultant Dr. Willie J. Greer Kimmons, who says his brother was lynched in the 60s.
I am the civil rights movement. I am. I'm born in 1944. I've seen the old and the new.
While today was all about reflecting on the past, Spencer isn't consumed by the dark parts of history.
The Lord He's been good to me, and I thank Him for it. The Lord has been so good to me.
She's looking for a brighter tomorrow.
I'm not angry about that. I can't give an account for nobody's sins but mine. I want Him to say, welcome home, my child. You fought a good fight.
It's a very inspiring group. It was great to meet them today. And that marker that you saw there, it's just a marker. Those 3 men are not buried at that church, Vicki.
Thank you so much, Jason. Well, today's event also marked the start of the 8th Annual National Civil Rights Conference in Meridian.